Today is Tuesday. It's November 12th, 2K13. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good morning, and thank you for joining us.
Well, hello there, Kim.
Hello there, Wayne.
Hi there. Yesterday we had Monday. It was Veterans Day. The parade went off, and it was a great, just a good day. It was a good day, and it was a great day for us to thank the veterans for their service to our nation and for everything they've done, and we appreciate them so much here in Wayne County.
We certainly do.
That we do. Well, it is the 12th of November. Thank you for being with us. Do we know who's on today's program?
I think we do.
All
we
right.
have Mel Powers on today. Will you tell us what Mel does and what he represents?
Mel is the Emergency Management Director for County of Wayne. He works in the Office of Emergency Services. And Mel and I are talking today about how to prepare for winter weather. You know, there's a lot of times people will just wait until the last minute, and then all of a sudden they hear about a snowstorm or an ice storm coming in. And you may not be prepared. And he gives us some very helpful tips and hints about how to be thinking the right kind of mindset that you should have during the winter time, and how to be prepared for inclement weather. Perhaps even we don't have so much snow here. We have more ice than anything else, and that really creates some major problems. And he defines the difference between watches and warnings and advisories and all that. Anyway, it's a good interview. I think you'll enjoy it.
And it'd be great information also for those that have family members who are not able to get out of the home.
Yes.
And to make sure that their homes are prepared as well.
Yes, that is key right there. How to be ready for it. You don't have to stop what you're doing at the last minute and run out to get something that you forgot about, and how to be ready for it, and how to be thinking about it.
That's right. Well, we also have Paige Learnard here with Crime Stoppers Crime of the Week.
Is that today?
That is.
Okay, Paige's going to be here. Okay, that's good. That's good stuff. Okay, here's today's trivia question.
All right.
The topic is squirrels.
Squirrels.
Squirrels, as you know, a lot of animals are colorblind. Squirrels can see color.
Can they?
Yes.
All right.
Except they surely cannot see this color. What color can squirrels not see?
Black. Is that right?
No!
Oh.
That is a wrong answer. Thank you very much. But that's a good answer.
Oh, thank you so much, Wayne.
As we know, black is a color. It's a good color, you know. And
that's
because, see, everything, a lot of things are written in black, say,
yes, it is.
right here. But squirrels can read black.
Oh, okay.
But they can't read this color.
So we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, you do. You have to wait
So ponder that and see if you can figure out which color squirrels, of all things, cannot see.
Ponder upon that.
Yes.
Yes.
Please do.
Okay.
Wait anxiously to find out the answer.
Anxiously awaiting. Yes, we are. All right. What else is happening?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. Oh, coming up soon, Paramount Theater. Let's see what they've got going on.
What's going on at the Paramount?
They have got Treasure Island.
Ooh.
Yes.
Love that. Is
Let's
that
see.
Robert Louis
Oh, my
Stevenson's
goodness.
Treasure Island?
It is, and it's this weekend, actually.
Is it the movie?
No, it's Stage Struck Children's Theater.
Oh, really?
They'll be putting
that's
on a
even
live production
Wow.
of Treasure Island. It is Stage Struck, the Young People's Own Theater. They'll be running the production all weekend, 7 o'clock p.m. are the show times, and then, of course, on Sunday at 3. If you want to get tickets or find out more about this live production that young people here in our own community will be putting on, you can call Stage Struck Children's Theater, or you can go to their website, stagestruck.org. And that is this weekend, Paramount Theater.
Oh, boy. Well, looky here.
What have you got?
Starting November 1st, going all the way through the middle of December, at the Goldsboro Family Y, you can help the Y in conjunction with the Boys and Girls Club of Wayne County, providing Christmas for families in need.
That is a great program. They've done that for years.
Yes. You can bring in, if you would please, at least a $40 gift card from a local department store or grocery store, something like Food Lion or Kmart, Target, Walmart, Sears, JCPenney, or Belk's. You get the idea. They will waive, the Family Y will waive the joining fee.
For your family to be a member.
That's right, for your whole family to be a member. Now, that's a $150 value for only $40 worth of material, of goods, a $100 single membership value. Anyway, it's a great savings for your, and your gift card will, of course, help a Wayne County family at Christmas.
That's right.
Current YMCA members are encouraged to donate a gift card for Wayne County families at Christmas. And again, the Goldsboro Family Y. Oh,
And that's
and there's more.
that's all a part of their Wise Men program.
Part of their Wise Men program.
That's
the
right.
Wise Men at the YMCA.
That's right.
Help us help others this holiday season. Consider purchasing a $40 gift card from a department or grocery store or by giving a monetary donation. The Wise Men celebration will be Sunday, December 15th at 5:30 p.m. at the Goldsboro Family Y, and that's on Parkway
Yes.
Drive.
And Wayne, they need a lot of volunteers. When I talked to Cricket Davis recently from the Y, what she said happens is once they receive all these gift cards,
Yeah.
they have paired up with a coalition, if you will, of agencies here in the community that can pinpoint families in need.
Okay.
And so what they do is on that date, December the 15th, they will connect volunteers with these parents and then take them out shopping. Their children can stay at the Y and be entertained and have fun activities, but that's where they need volunteers. They need volunteers to entertain and work with the children, but they also need volunteers to go shopping with the family members.
Okay.
Help them find the best deals around town and really just sort of support them and go with them through this. So that's a prime opportunity. If you want to give back during the holidays, you can either give a gift card or you can volunteer your time and help another family.
That is a great idea.
It certainly is.
That really is a
And they've
great
done this
idea.
program for years, and it is really touched a lot of families right here in Wayne County.
Okay. Let's take a quick look at birthdays for today, November 12th. Anne Hathaway, the actress, turns
yes.
30 today. Cote de Pablo.
Well, that was good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I practiced. That's right. She's from
NCIS.
NCIS. She played Ziva David. She's 33 today. She's from Brazil, is where she was born, and she's on NCIS, or was. Nadia Comaneci.
Gymnast.
Yes.
I remember. I keep up with gymnasts.
That's
Always
good.
loved that in the Olympics.
Can you believe she's 51? Little Nadia.
Nuh-uh.
Little Nadia Comaneci, Romanian
really?
gymnast. It's 51
Wow.
years. And of course, a lot of people are aware.
She was a
that
gold medalist.
She was a gold medalist and just took everyone's heart. And
She did.
She's so cute. A little tiny girl and all that.
Flipping all around.
She's flipping all around. Anyway, she's 51 years today.
My goodness.
And you may recall, she scored a perfect 10, by the way.
Yes, she did.
In the Olympics. You may recall that the Young and the Restless
Yes.
theme song
Yes.
is her song. It's called Nadia's Theme. Nadia's
Really?
Theme. It is. And it was
Interesting.
written in her honor. In the honor of
how
Nadia
about that?
Comaneci. And the Young and the Restless enjoyed it and liked it so much they adopted it as their theme song.
That's an interesting piece of trivia for the day.
Yes, thank you. That's good. Yeah. Tanya Harding is 42, the black sheep of the skating world.
Right.
She's 42. And Charlie Manson's 78 today, but who cares? All right.
If it's your special day, do something fun. Do something unique and for yourself. But you know what, Wayne? Now
What?
it's time to go to our interviews already.
Let's do it.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Our guest today is Mel Powers. Mel is the Director of Emergency Management for the Wayne County Office of Emergency Services. And hello there.
Hey,
How
now.
you doing? Good to see you, buddy.
I'm doing great.
I appreciate you coming in and talking to us. You know, the seasons change as they do about 4 times a year, and right now we're looking, and we're in the middle of fall. That means soon we're going to be December 21st will be the beginning of winter. This time of year, well, winter time, we get more, when we get some kind of precipitation, it's usually here in Wayne County we get ice.
We do.
More than snow. In other parts of the state they get snow, but here we get ice, and it does make things a bit treacherous for us. Freezing rain builds up on the power lines break, or somebody slides into a power pole or something. I want to talk about preparing for winter weather, because when the power goes out, unfortunately a lot of people lose their heat, they lose the power, they lose their lights. So how do we prepare at home or just in general? How do we prepare for winter weather just so that when it does happen, and it probably will at some point, what do we do to take care of ourselves?
Well, the good thing about winter weather is when this happens, we're coming out of hurricane season.
Now that's true.
We always look at the silver linings on anything. And
That's
the
good.
silver lining for winter weather is now we're out of hurricane season.
That's true.
So, but you know what? Being prepared for hurricane season is no different than being prepared for winter weather.
Oh.
The most important part of being prepared, and first and foremost, is being informed.
That's good.
So being informed, you want to, National Weather Service puts out information when we're going to have winter weather.
Yeah.
Your news medias put it out. But you got to understand the lingo that the National Weather Service uses, that the meteorologists use. You've got to understand that, and sometimes it can be confusing.
It can be.
You're going to hear things such as warnings.
Yeah.
You're going to hear advisories. You're going to hear watches. A lot of people get confused.
Yeah, like when there's a freeze watch or a freeze warning, or when there's a inclement weather watch or warning.
So when you look at it, a watch,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people think, oh, I'm supposed to watch out for it. It's already here. Well, it's not. A watch is telling us that within 24 hours, we may have this occur in our viewing area. So that's a watch.
So it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It just
Exactly
means
right.
we need to watch out for it.
We need to. Within 24 hours,
Right.
we could see this type of issue happen in Wayne County.
So I guess that means conditions favor that kind of activity, even though it may not happen.
That's exactly
Just
right.
need to watch out
That's
for
right.
it. Okay.
Now, an advisory is telling us that it is occurring.
Oh, okay.
Now, an advisory means it is occurring, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
Not as bad as a warning.
Right.
A warning means it is occurring, and it could be serious in nature. So it could be life-threatening issues.
Okay.
So the biggest thing to remember is a warning is worse than an advisory,
Right.
and an advisory is worse than a watch.
Okay. That's
Or flip it around, a watch isn't as bad as an advisory, and an advisory isn't as bad as a warning.
okay.
So
I got it.
that's the first part of being prepared, is being informed.
To understand the
Understand
wording.
the lingo.
The lingo, yeah.
Exactly right.
Okay, well that's good. That's good. But now, what about when, let's say, if we have a freezing rain advisory, a freezing rain warning? Say it's going to rain and it's going to freeze, and what does that mean anyway? What is freezing rain?
Well, I would not want to see any of the stuff. But, you know, snow is nice. It's pretty.
It's
It comes
pretty.
down,
Yeah.
it builds up. We go out there, we make snow angels,
Right.
and it goes away.
Yeah.
Sleet is just that. It's just ice that falls, hits the ground, it accumulates. Freezing rain is what we don't like to see. Whereas snow accumulates on the ground, sleet accumulates on the ground, but freezing rain, whatever it hits, it freezes to, such as power lines, such as tree limbs. So freezing rain is really our biggest enemy when it comes to winter weather.
When we have freezing rain, it doesn't necessarily make the streets slippery, necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Bridges, maybe.
Bridges, yes.
Okay.
Yes, bridges, because it's got the cold air underneath. It causes that bridge, the road above, to be cold. When it gets down to 32 plus, when it hits, it will freeze on it.
Okay.
I'm not saying that we could not have roads with ice on
Spots,
it.
yeah.
And what happens is, during the day it's warm enough that snow, freezing rain, sleet gets on the pavement and it melts, and then when the sun goes down, it's cold enough to freeze on the road. That's where we get the term black ice,
Oh, yeah.
because you don't see it.
That's
You're
right.
riding down the road, next thing you know, you're sliding off into a ditch.
You know, that stuff is so dangerous. The black ice situation is so dangerous because, of course, the asphalt is dark, the ice is dark, you can't see it, so when you hit it, you just...
You hit it, and there you go.
So it's advisable then not to even try to travel during times when we have the possibility of having black ice.
No, it's the best thing to do is stay home. If you have to drive, if you have to go out in this type of weather, there's things you need to remember. Make sure before you go that you've got a full tank of gas.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You want to dress appropriately. You want to have loose-fitting clothing. People think that they have to bundle up real tight, but trapped air is what insulates you. So loose clothing will insulate you more.
With body heat that builds up in
Yes,
the... Okay.
that is what
That's
will
smart.
help you. And then the most important thing when you travel, let somebody know where you're going and what the time frame is. So if you're going to grandma's house, and it usually takes 15 minutes to get to grandma's house, You tell somebody, I'm going to Grandma's, it takes me 10, 15 minutes to get there. Now, if Grandma hadn't heard from you within an hour, then
They know
they
there's a
need
problem.
to call and have it checked out.
Okay. All right, that's good.
But the best thing to do, don't get out.
Don't get out during.
Stay home.
Yeah.
Stay home with the family.
You know, something you said a minute ago about bundling up, and instead of wearing tight-fitting, wear loose clothing, is that I have actually seen people go out into bad weather and they were not dressed properly, thinking that their car heater would keep them safe. But what if they get caught in a snowbank? What if they get caught in traffic or something, or the car dies and runs out of gas or something, and there they are without the proper clothing?
Exactly. That's why, you know, if you're only going down to the store, in this type of weather, it doesn't take long. If your car was to run out of gas, if you were not prepared enough and you ran out of gas, your heater's not going to work in your car.
That's right.
It does not take long for the ambient temperature on the inside to match the outside.
That's true.
And if you're not prepared, it doesn't take long for that chill to happen. You don't want to bundle up enough that you sweat or perspire, because when you start perspiring, then you're going to start having a chill.
Oh yeah.
So loose clothing, that trapped air is what is going to keep you warm.
So understand the lingo.
Understand the lingo.
Be prepared, and that would and there's so many things that could happen. But you said a moment ago you need to be ready for this. Whenever we have a watch or an advisory or a warning, fill up with gas first before it ever gets here.
Before it gets here.
Get your groceries before it ever gets here, and have a plan.
That's right. Knowing the lingo. If you hear that there's going to be a winter weather watch, you know you've got 24 hours before that situation may impact your area. During that 24 hours, that's the time to go fill your car up. That's the time to go get your groceries. That's the time to make sure, if you've got a wood burning stove, let's make sure you've got your wood. If you've got heat, gas savers, if you've got space savers,
kerosene.
That's the time. Kerosene, that's the time to get all that ready. I'm a firm believer that the more prepared you are, the less likely something's going to happen.
That's right.
It always happens when you're least prepared.
That's right. Now, we mentioned kerosene there just a moment ago. Some people are very nervous about kerosene, but now kerosene heaters they're very safe unless you don't know what you're doing.
Exactly right. Kerosene heaters are safe, but there are some precautions you've got to take.
Sure.
You can have them inside.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. The things you have to remember, first and foremost, is when it's a kerosene heater, that does not mean if you run out of kerosene, you put gasoline in it.
Oh, Lord,
We have seen that happen.
Yes,
Kerosene
I
heaters,
know.
kerosene.
Yeah.
A lot of times what I tell people is when you go to refill your kerosene heater, just as a precaution, cut it off.
Yes.
Cut it off, fill it back up, start it back up. You're not going to lose a lot of heat in the 2 minutes that it takes to fill it back up.
That's right.
So shut it off. But these are things, knowing the lingo, knowing that you've got a watch going on that gives you 24 hours to get your kerosene, to get your groceries, to fill your car up. Those are things you need to have. Now, talking about having your wood fireplace as a backup.
Yes.
Talking about having a kerosene heater. The other part of being prepared is if you might use these secondary means, have a fire extinguisher.
Oh, yeah.
That's
thing.
part of being prepared.
That's right.
Is think ahead. So you want to have that fire extinguisher in a ready place.
Right.
So just in case you need it.
So you're thinking about worst case scenarios. And if you're prepared for a worst case scenario, you won't have a problem.
That's exactly right. You always want to prepare to the worst case scenario.
Right. Okay. You know, I use a kerosene heater, been using it for years, and I'm overly cautious. Overly cautious. And I cannot understand why anyone would even think that putting gasoline in a kerosene heater is safe. That is the most dangerous thing you can do. The most dangerous thing you can do.
It is.
So what I do is, like I said, I'm overly cautious here. When I need to put kerosene in, I'll turn it out and I'll let it cool down, and then I'll take it outdoors, which is over the top.
I don't think there's no such thing as being overcautious.
Okay, good.
I don't think there's no such thing.
I feel better.
If you don't mind taking the time to do that, I think it's great.
Well, I don't mind taking time to. I just that's the way I like to do it. But One other thing I wanted to mention is on the secondary heating sources is charcoal. Some people will burn a charcoal in their home, and that is deadly.
It is.
You've seen this.
I have.
You've seen this.
The things, and it's the same thing in your car, in your house. You don't want to burn products such as charcoal in your house. I've seen them bring in their charcoal grills, start them up. It's all right on the outside. You've got plenty of ventilation, but on the inside of your house, when it's cold outside, you've got the windows down, you got everything secured, and now you've got those toxic vapors in your house. It's the same thing with a car. If you get stranded in your car, you don't want to run your car. Your car puts off carbon monoxide.
That's right.
If you've got a leak anywhere in your exhaust system that goes inside, the problem with carbon monoxide is you don't know what's happening to you.
You just get sleepy?
You just get sleepy, you go to sleep. What we tell people is if you get stranded, what you need to do is cut your heater on, run your car for 10 minutes, shut it off for an hour.
Yeah, okay.
Run your car for 10 minutes with the heat on, shut it off for an hour. Use the clothing that you have prepared for and do it that way. These, same thing with charcoal. What happens is you get tired, you get sleepy, you go to sleep. You never know what happens.
Wow, carbon monoxide poisoning. Very dangerous. Do not use charcoal to heat your home. Do not, if you get stranded in your vehicle, do not, use common sense.
That's right, and I always have a backup plan.
There you go.
If the backup plan is I'm going to Grandma's house, when you see that watch come out, then it's time to go to Grandma's house.
Of course, now if we're prepared,
that's exactly right.
If we're prepared, if we have our gas, if we have our groceries, and if we have a secondary source of heat, take an extra day, stay in the house, and then when you know the streets are good and travelable, I just made that up.
There you go.
That's a good one. But then it's okay.
And you'll know when it's safe to come out because we'll let you know. You have to be informed.
That's right. Good idea to have a battery-powered radio.
Battery-powered radio and flashlights.
And yes, and perhaps even a weather radio as well.
Exactly right.
Yeah, you got to have the flashlights, a battery-powered flashlight. That's important. Very important. Man, I could talk about this stuff from now on, but Mel, I really appreciate you coming by. Mel Powers is the Director of Emergency Management here in Wayne County for the Office of Emergency Services. Now, if anyone has a question, where would they go to get more information about winter stuff?
There's a couple of things they can do. One thing is the website, www.waynegov.com. You can go to the Office of Emergency Services. And, you know, we're in the process now of switching it out. Of course, it was all hurricane related, but we're coming out of that. And now we'll be migrating into winter weather.
Yeah.
I got to say, we were kind of pleased with the outcome of hurricane season.
We're very fortunate this year.
We always like to see these types of hurricane seasons.
Yes, mild season.
Yes, we look forward to that, but now it's time to transition into winter weather, and so that's what we're doing now.
Okay.
So they can go to the website, go to the Office of Emergency Services, and you'll see a link on our page talking about winter weather safety.
Great.
And we'll have everything on there for that.
All right, so if it's not up right now, it will be soon.
It will be probably in the next week or two. We'll have it all migrated out.
Fantastic. Mel, thank you so much for being with us.
I'm glad to be here.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
With me today is Paige Lerner of Crime Stoppers here in your community. Today, Paige is going to give us information on this week's Crime of the Week. Hi, Paige.
Hi.
Can you give us some details on what has happened and how the community can help solve this case?
Yes, I can. And unfortunately, I think we're here to talk about another shooting. This one in particular happened on November 1st of this year. Happened about 10:45 at night at 905 South Slocum Street at a convenience store that's now called Beestown.
Beestown.
Yeah, a lot of people are familiar with it being called Manhattan's, but now it's got a new name to it.
Okay.
We had two subjects at the store, and they got into a verbal fight somewhat, or altercation, I should say. One actually brought a gun and shot the other one in the leg. And we now have warrants for the suspect in this case, and I brought his picture along with me, and we're hoping the public will help us capture him as soon as possible.
Okay, and what is his name?
His name is Larry Saunders. He is 20 years old. Last known address we have for him is 502 Chestnut Street.
Can you give us some more details about Mr. Saunders?
Yeah, one thing in particular, he has a tattoo on his right forearm that some people are familiar with. It's called thugging in public. That's an unusual tattoo. And
Right.
So
it's the words, thugging
right.
in public. Okay.
Right. And I just want to remind the public, if they see him, they can call 911, or they can call me at Crime Stoppers at the 735-225 number.
Will you tell us the date and the place that it happened once again?
It was November 1st, and it was at 905 South Slocum Street at the convenience store called
AM or
PM? PM.
So 9 o'clock in the evening at the store formerly known as Manhattan?
It used to be called Manhattan's.
Manhattan's.
Yeah, it was actually a little bit after 9, but
Okay.
it was in the evening hours.
Okay.
Yep.
So if anyone sees this person, Mr. Larry Maurice Sanders,
Yep.
in town, we'd like for them to either do 911 or give you a call
Right.
at Crime Stoppers. We've got a text and a number that they can do either
Right.
one.
They can do the 735-225 number, or
Mm-hmm.
they can do the 222-4230. He has
And you
two
are
felony
always the one,
warrants.
right?
Yeah.
You're always the one answering the phone, answering the text,
I'm the
responding.
only one that's going to respond to that. Nobody else answers that phone. And so sometimes texting is a little more convenient, especially if they're standing there looking at them. All they've got to do is text me at that number, and I just always like to remind everybody it's blocked. So when they text me, I can't see who the caller is and I can't see the number. They can just give me a description or where he's standing. I can get officers to respond.
Because you can't call them back because you
Right.
don't see the number they're calling from, and that is a misconception.
Yeah, absolutely.
Many people think they can just leave a message and you can return the call, and you cannot.
That's right.
All right, so leave details as to where you see him. If you see Larry Saunders, and would you give us a description one more time? How tall is he?
He is a black male, and he is 5'6", approximately 120 pounds. And again, that tattoo's on his right forearm, and it is thugging in public.
And his last known address?
Is 502 Chestnut Street.
There you go. Okay, thank you, Paige. We
Thank you.
appreciate it. This is the Crime of the Week. If you have seen Mr. Saunders, or if you see him, call 911 or text or call the Crime Stoppers number. We would love for you to help us solve this crime.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
And we're back.
We are back. Good job. Sure do appreciate, first of all, appreciate Paige Lerner,
Oh, absolutely.
Sergeant Lerner with the Goldsboro Police Department, coordinator for Crime Stoppers, doing a great job with Crime Stoppers.
She really is, and continuing to put the word out. And you know, we all work as a group here. We work as a community,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when we all work together, we can solve things a lot quicker and a lot more efficiently.
That's exactly right.
And that's what Crime Stoppers is all about.
And of course, we thank Mel Powers, and I hope you were able to remember those things, maybe even write those things down. Get together as a family, or get together and talk about, have a plan, put a plan together. In fact, let the children put a plan together. Say,
Yes,
"Here
let
is-"
them be active.
Yeah, let them do it. Let them just say, look, you are hereby assigned a task of creating a plan, and see what they come up with.
That's a good idea, Mr.
Yeah,
Alley.
thank you very much there, Ms. Best.
Hey, you're on point today.
Oh, hey, you know,
Some days it happens to us, and some days it doesn't.
there you go. I'm pointing.
Yeah, I see that. I
Okay.
got it.
All right, good. Okay, answer to the trivia question for today. Squirrels have trouble seeing red.
Red.
Red is the color they have trouble seeing.
Why is that? Do we know?
I do not know. I know that some people see red all the time, but squirrels do not.
Piece of trivia that you may need to know.
There you go. Next time someone asks, go ahead and tell them, hey, I know that answer. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. It has been a treat.
It has been a treat. We'll be back tomorrow. Join us at that time, usually 7 o'clock, and then again at noon, then again at 5:30. And until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.